everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to show you how to do a natural stem wrap on your bridal bouquet. Also going to glam it up a little bit. So you've put together your bridal bouquet. It was super easy because you've been using the videos that I post and you're like, wow, this is awesome. And you get all done and you wrap the stems and then you're like, I want more of a natural looking handle on my bouquet. So here's how you do it. I've got some leftover stems from the flowers that I use there, and I'm cutting them down. I always measure about 2 hands length on it. That'll give you a comfortable two-handed grip, and it's a nice length that's not too long where you're going to be tripping over it or knocking things over with the end. So once I trim them all down to the same size, I'm going to hot glue them right onto the handle there. And I'm trying to butt it up as close as I can to the very top. I'll show you how to hide the mechanics as soon as we're done here. And on the stems, it is kind of a mixture of different greens. Nothing like totally out of character, but just a little bit different widths and a little bit different in the colors. And I'm just gonna randomly put them on so that it looks more natural. I was also careful to grab the stem pieces that already had a finished end. Sometimes if you trim off a stem from the middle of a silk stem, the wire will poke through the bottom and you don't want it snagging on dresses. You don't want to cut yourself. That would be terrible. So I'm just going along and hot gluing everything. If this is the bride putting it together, I recommend protecting your fingers. I burnt myself quite a bit. And the last thing you want is a bunch of blisters on your hands for your special day. But yeah, so just went ahead and hot glued them. And I am not betting my life on the hot glue. I want to make sure that everything's going to stay on the bridal bouquet. So I'm taking a just medium gauge floral wire here. I'm going to wrap it around a few times and then secure it nice and tight. I usually have a pair of pliers to really crank it down and make sure it's tight, but I couldn't find them. So I'm just using my hands, but I'm going to give it a good old twist. Once I have that nice and tight and I feel like it's going to be secure, not only from the glue, but also from the wire, I'm grabbing my wax floral tape and I will wrap it around the wire there. And I'll put a link in the comments and the description for some wax floral tape. Also the other items that I use here, I'll post the links to Amazon. And as a Amazon associate, I do earn from eligible purchases. And so now I'm looking at the undercarriage of the bridal bouquet, and you can kind of see the plastic stems. I want to hide that. I want to hide the tops of my fake handle there. So I have these larger hydrangea leaves trimming off the very bottom so it'll sit nice and snugly right at my handle, and just hot gluing that underneath. If one of those should happen to fall off because the hot glue didn't hold, that's not the end of the world. So I'm just giving it a little hot glue, pushing it right up in so that looks nice and neat underneath there. And now I've got this ugly floral tape just exposed. So let's cover it up. I've got I think it's a number 40 silk satin ribbon. And I'm going to grab my hot glue gun again. Just give it a starting point. I'm actually hot gluing the upper face down and then I'm going to roll it backwards. I just want to hide any possible areas where the ribbon can fray or look messy. So kind of fold over that crease there. Just going to wrap it around a few times, and then I will hot glue the end down. And when I trim it, I'm going to leave some slack on the ribbon so that I can tuck that end back over and hot glue that into place. So again, there's no snags, no fraying. It looks nice and neat. And also I kind of eyeballed where the back would be so that none of these seams will show. That back side can be faced towards the bride, and then the more prominent side facing out towards the audience there. So I found this on Amazon. I'll also put that link in there. And I think it's used, I think it's a Christmas stuff, but it's like pearls and diamonds. And it's really a nice buy. It was like $16, I think. You get quite a bit on a roll. And it's really easy to work with. It's got a little bit of weight to it. So it's kind of feels classy almost. So I'm going to jazz up the bouquet wrap here. And I just trim it with some scissors, a little hot glue to hold it down. You can also run a bead of hot glue right underneath it too, but I just did it at the start and stop point of the decoration there. So that looks real nice and just kind of gives it a little bit of glam on there. And I thought, what else can I do with this this new little pearl and diamond thing that I found? And I'm going to trim off little separate pieces, little rhinestones, little pearls, and I'm gonna add them right to the very tips of my lilies there. That should be on a t-shirt. That actually sounded kind of funny. So just to give it a little bit of a sparkle, I'm just going to put it right at the ends there. If the light catches it just right, it'll give off that little bit of a sparkle. I'm also going to go ahead and separate some pearls and kind of tuck them into those red roses. Just giving it a little pop of glam, I guess. Just something fun to do. I do have a YouTube video where I also did lights in a bouquet, which was also fun, but just neat stuff that you can do with artificial flowers. And we made it all the way to the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it gave you some good ideas. Please like, subscribe, visit orlandorose.com. All that good jazz. I really appreciate your support, and thank you again for watching.